A letter from Verena Holmes to her dear friend Nancy Johnson, read by Kate Vigers to mark the centenary of the Women's Engineering Society. 19th of July, 1925. Dearest Nancy, so many thanks for your letter. I'm looking forward to staying with you no end. The exact date I go to you doesn't matter much, so long as I get back to join Father at Ruth's on the 29th of August. Bill will let me know, won't he, when the great event takes place, and I will calculate 3 weeks from then as about the date you will be back. The conference was a huge success and great fun. Lady Astor was a delightful chairman and made the thing go with a swing. She kept doing the wrong thing, such as making her speech before the Duchess of York had declared the conference open. But it didn't seem to matter. In fact, it was rather refreshing. We had all sorts of good speakers that first morning. Lady Rhonda, Miss Wilkinson, Miss Whittingham, Mrs. Philip Snowdon, Margaret Bonfim, Millicent Fawcett, etc., who all spoke with that delightful ease and wit which I envy so much. The Duchess had to go after half an hour, but she and the Duke came back for lunch, which was given in the Garden Club. It was beautifully done. There were about 200 people present, mostly at round tables, taking 10 or 12. The speakers, chairman, royal party, etc. were at a long table with our backs to the garden. It was 2 chairs away from the Duchess, and was between Lady Rhonda and a gentleman in waiting, Captain Brooke. The first thing he said to me was, "How did the Duchess's speech go off?" Apparently it was the first one she had ever given. I said all the nice things I could think of, and he leant across the intervening man and whispered to her, and she turned round with a beam, so I suppose he'd been repeating my words. Lady Rhonda I found very easy to get on with and very intelligent. I'm going to meet her again on the 27th. It was a moot point whether the royal party would have to go before the speeches or stay for 1 or 2. I was in agony as my speech was the first, and I was most anxious they should go before it came on. Captain Brooke, just to rag me, I think, kept saying, "Oh, I think we can stay a few minutes longer. Just time for 1 speech." And I said, "No, you must get them off before I begin." In the end, he did. Lady Astor then casually looked at the programme and thought she had to propose my health, and I had to get up and stop her amidst much laughter. My speech, I believe, went off all right, although I gave it too fast and without the wit and ease of some of the professional speakers. However, I made my points, and they seemed to be appreciated. Then came Margaret Bonfield, who replied with an earnest and uplifting sort of speech. Woodhouse, president of the Electricals, who was adequate but not inspiring, and Lady Astor, who was frivolous and amusing. That was the end of the lunch, and we were then shown around Wembley. The next 2 days there were technical papers under the heads of engineering and research, welfare, commerce and electricity. Very good, most of them. Lady Astor gave a reception for us and some other strange people, which was quite amusing, and there was a dance I didn't go to. Yesterday was the general meeting, in which the resignation of Lady Parsons was the only topic. She herself showed the cloven hoof so plainly and gave away herself so painfully that from wishing to make peace and pour oil on the troubled waters, I veered round to feeling that we should know no peace till we are quit of her. The opinion of an American girl who was president was, "I'm outside all of this, I know nothing about it, but it strikes me she's just a spoiled child." In the end, everything was deferred for a special committee to go into the matter and report. Now, I'm going to be very busy looking for a place to live in and getting started and interviewing people. I want to get 2 rooms in Marylebone, one of which I can use as an office sitting room and the other as a bedroom. Next Monday I go to 122 Westbourne Terrace till I can join you. Best of luck and heaps of love from Verena.